जय श्री दामोदर की, यशोदानंदन की, पतित पावन श्रील प्रभुपाद की, जय गौर प्रेमानंदे। Hare Krishna. Once again, welcome to all the wonderful devotees. And this month is Karthik month. So today let us hear something about the importance of Karthik month and the pastimes that happened in this month of Karthik. Many, not one, two, hundreds and millions of pastimes had happened in this Karthik month. But let us see how much can be covered in this, or how much can be. Okay. So let us start with Mangalacharan. So along with me, request everyone to hold your hands, join in this. It should be a very humble prayer, which makes us qualified to get into the pastimes of the Lord, where even we can have the same experience as the great devotees had experienced in their past. So it depends only on our mood that we have to serve the Lord, the loving mood to serve the Lord. And that comes by the mercy of Guru and Krishna only. So these prayers will help us to get qualified to that. Okay. So now let us chant this Mangalacharan prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Mena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Ena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namah Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin iti namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. नमः ओम इष्टपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपताकस्वामिनिधि नामिने नमः आचार्यपादाय नितिकृपपदाय गौरवतदामदाय नगरग्रामत्तरणे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घायते गिरिमत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतरणं परमानन्दं चैतन्यमेश्वर Hare Krishna. So let us offer a thanks, gratitude to His Divine Grace Abhicharana Ravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who is the founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So the importance of Kartik month. So this started from yesterday, and we had a request of giving the count for the ghee lamp aarti to Damodar also. Yesterday it was in Sadhana report, one link was sent, I think. So every day offering ghee lamp burns millions and millions of sinful results of our life. It is so auspicious month, and this month is very special for Krishna especially. Why? Actually, which month belongs to Krishna? He says in Bhagavad Gita, I think 10th chapter, 35th verse or something, he says among many things that among devatas is Indra, among rishis is Narada, and among animals is lion, among birds is Garuda, and among the month he says, I am Mrigashira. Then how come this Kartik month is so dear to Krishna? For every month there is one representative. And this Kartik month representative is Srimati Radharani. And Srimati Radharani is very dear to Krishna. So anything which is belonging to Radharani is also very dear to Krishna. So Kartika, the name Kartika itself is Radharani's name. So this month is very dear to Krishna, and whatever we perform, we observe in this month, pleases to Krishna, gives the result of millions of times. And many you can see in the scriptures also it is said, you get 1,000 times the benefit, 100 times the benefit, or millions times. How is that so many differences are there? Why can't be one number? Because nobody knows what is the equality value you're going to get, because it is not measurable in this material terminology. Never we can compare the spiritual benefits to this material what I can say calculations. It is very difficult. We cannot even calculate. So in Padma Purana it is said, a person, when he says the names of the holy name, when he compares that to, when a person says that the holy names of Lord is equal to 1 million Ashwamedha Yajnas. You know Ashwamedha Yajna? It is so complicated. It is so difficult. Even the great kings, not kings, the Chakravartis, the Chakravartis who were ruling the whole world, even they felt difficult to do this Ashwamedha Yajna. Even Yudhishthira Maharaj was supported by all the kings, and even Lord Krishna supported him. Then they were able to do it. So great. And if you say that 1 million Ashwamedha Yajna is equal to one name of Lord Krishna, then it is claimed that that person is a Pashandi. Pashandi means is an atheist. How can he be atheist? Because you don't know the real value of the holy name of the Lord. Is comparing to the material Ashwamedha. We cannot compare this spiritual benefits or the holy name of the Lord's value to this material measurements. Okay. So there are many pastimes in this month of Kartik. Let us try to discuss some of them. And Mother Yashoda binds Lord Krishna. That's why this month is known as Damodara month. So the meaning of Damodara itself is Dama and Udara. What is Dama? Dama is a rope which has been binded to the stomach of Krishna, you can see here. And Udara is a rope. Sorry, Udara is stomach. Dama and Udara, where Krishna has been tied. So why this pastime happened? And many think it is Mother Yashoda is binding Krishna, and it is also known as Radha Damodara also. Why? Once in a pastime where even Srimati Radharani also ties Krishna, the same way as Mother Yashoda is doing. So that's a different pastime where he was elder enough. He did not come on time to meet Radharani. So she was angry and she started tying him, binding him. Then finally, yes, it's used giving some. There was some celebration in the house, and Mother Yashoda did not allow him to come. And finally, she released him. There's a pastime of that. So here, but this pastime is very, very much what I can say glorified, and it's very instructive to our life, to a spiritual life, to understand this, and many things we learn in this pastime also. So this happened on Diwali day, on Diwali day it happened, and this happened because previous to this, see, Yashoda Mata had many complaints on Krishna. So this happened on that day because she was churning the what I can say butter from the buttermilk, and Krishna stopped, and finally there was milk which was on the fire and it was coming. So she, just to save the milk, she left Krishna without feeding him sufficient milk, and he was angry and he started breaking all the parts. Then she thought, somehow the other I should punish Krishna. This is how this pastime happened. But why she was churning? Actually, she is the queen of Gokula, wife of Nanda Maharaj. Does queen do some services like this? No. But there is also some reason behind this. So many times, many Vrindavan Vasis, the Gopal Vasis, everyone used to come, the Gopastris, everyone used to come and give complaint to Yashoda Mata, stating that Krishna is always coming and stealing the butter in our house. What? Krishna, this is around the age of something 2 or 3. Just he has started walking. That age itself he started, and the age of crawling itself he started stealing. So Yashoda Mata is not able to believe this. How come Krishna is coming and stealing? Because we have such a what I can say special butter to Krishna. Actually, Nanda Maharaj had 9 lakh cows, which are very special cows. And in that 9 lakhs, they have special cows for Krishna, where the 1,000 cows were there. It was fed with specific fruits and vegetables, everything. And from that cow's milk, another 10 cows were fed. And from that cow's milk, the butter, ghee, and all the sweets were made. Just imagine how special the milk might be. And that milk is known as Padmagandha. The Padmagandha milk is, it is more this thing than the nectar which is in the heavenly planets. Because it was so special, and the butter has been churned from that milk. But Krishna is going and stealing in houses where there are 4 or 5 cows, or 2, 3 cows. And every day there is a complaint that Krishna is coming and stealing butter in our house. And Yashoda Mata was not believing this. And many times she was fed up with this, and she used to say, red-handedly you catch hold of Krishna, then I can believe this. Others, how can I can believe this? So many times they used to try to catch Krishna also, but there were so many things where Krishna was so cunning and he was escaping. He was not punished for any of this activities which has naughty things which has done. So many times even gopis used to catch hold of him. He used to go and he steals. When he steals, they catch hold of his hand. When there is butter in his mouth and hand, they catch hold of him and get to Yashoda Mata. And seeing this, Mother Yashoda also was surprised. Krishna, really, is it true that you're going and stealing butter in other houses? He says, no, Maya, I don't steal. I'm not doing this. Then there is butter in your hand. Yeah, at once they leave him. He runs behind Yashoda Mata, and he stands behind her palu, the sari, in that he used to stand. And she asks, "Where is the butter? How is the butter is coming in your hand?" Then he said, forcibly, the gopis, they used to put butter in my hand. Okay, fine. What about your mouth? Even you can see your mouth also is with butter. Maya, forcibly they have put butter in my mouth also. I don't eat, I don't steal butter reels. Then it was very sweet to hear. And then finally Yashoda Mata will say, Hare, how come? You can see this, my small child, how will he steal? You are doing it forcibly. You hear once again from him. She'll ask, Krishna, you tell them that you're not stolen this butter. Have you eaten? Then she'll ask, have you eaten this butter? Then he'll start saying in his Devanagari language, Maya mai nahi kaya. That means, Maya, I did not eat this butter. Maya mai nahi kaya. Yes, the same thing you say to the gopis also. Then he'll turn towards them. When she is seeing towards them, he will say to them, he'll say to Maya, mother, mai nahi kaya. You can understand? My nehi kaya, I'll say. That means I have eaten this butter. Then once again, the gopis will say, yes, he is agreeing. See, he has eaten. Then when the Yashoda Mata turns towards him and she'll ask, did you eat butter? Then he'll say, Maya, my nehi kaya. The same wordings is using, but it gives giving them different meaning to both, like gopis and Yashoda. In this way, many times he'll be escaping from getting punished. And even once, one more lady will catch hold of him, and not one or two, there every day there are many pastimes that where Krishna was escaping from getting punished. Once what happened, all the gopis plan that some or the other Krishna should be caught, so they'll tie belts. I hope you all know the stories of this. So they had a plan. So they have all protected this butter somewhere on the top, and they had tied belts to all the parts of the house, like the chair, the door, everything was tied with belts. So when Krishna enters, the bell will ring, and they will be able to easy to catch Krishna. So then all the boys, they'll say, this was when he became a little elder. The boys, all the friends of Krishna, they were saying, Krishna, see, they have had a plan here. Somehow or the other, they have to catch us. So you can see there, they have tied the bells. So better we don't go to the stealing today. Then Krishna says, "Oh, you're worried. I am there. Without my permission, nothing happens. I'll order the bells not to ring. Come." So he'll go, he'll order the bells. Bells never should ring. All the bells will accept. Then they'll open the door. There's so many bells tied to the doors, but no bell is making any sound. Oh, even the friends of Krishna were very happy. They entered, and all the chairs, everything was tied with through this thing, bells, and they're just pulling the chairs and all those things. No sound. Oh, all the friends also were very happy, but they did not get the butter. Butter was kept on the top. Then finally, one friend of Krishna, he shows Madhumangal, I think he shows it. See, there is butter on the top. Yes, then they'll plan to get it. And it is very, what I can say, top, like, so it is very difficult to go to there. So they had a plan that one boy stands, another him, one more climbs on him, and another person will climb on him, like that. So Madhumangal was very happy. He was standing down, and one of his friend went on top of him. And finally, it was Krishna who went on the top. He took the butter from the pot, and as usually, he'll not eat first. Krishna will serve his friends. So he gave the butter down, who was holding Krishna. Then that friend, he says, he started giving that butter to the person who's below, because of him, I'm on the top of him. Otherwise, how can I be? So first it has to be served. This is how the mercy comes. This is how the mercy comes. So even when we are offering to the Lord, we are not directly offering to the Lord. We are offering to the Guru. We give to a spiritual master, and he offers to the Lord. And he offers to his spiritual master, and his spiritual master offers to his spiritual master. In this way, in that parampara, finally it reaches Krishna. And any mercy that Krishna gives, it has not been taken by the spiritual masters or the parampara acharyas. It is just given below to the disciples. And from there it comes, and finally it is a spiritual master who gives all the mercy, completely whatever has been received from Krishna to us. This is how the mercy comes. So then finally this butter is been eaten. Then finally everyone now everybody is done with this butter. And finally one friend of Krishna, he says, Arey, Krishna is not eating butter. So let us feed him. He just takes the butter and keeps in the mouth of Krishna. As soon as the butter was fed to Krishna, all the bells started ringing. And Krishna got surprised. Arey, I ordered the bells not to ring, and it is ringing. Then he became angry and he started chastising these bells. How dare you that without my permission you are ringing the bells? Then the bell said, sorry, my dear Lord. In the scriptures it is said, when the Lord has been fed, that is when the Naivedya happens, bell has to be rang. And Krishna accepts it. Yes, you are correct. The words of scriptures are more authentic than the words of the Lord. So what you're doing is correct. Then finally, when the bells started ringing, all the gopis came, they started escaping from there. You can see even Vaishnavas, they don't accept even Lord Buddha, Why? Buddha rejected scriptures. He is direct the Supreme Lord, but still, when there is no scriptures evidence, even Lord's words are not accepted. Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. In this way, it becomes authentic. So you can see in this pastime, even Krishna is accepting it. So, okay, finally, everyone started escaping. There's only small window was allowed. So it was open. So everybody started jumping into that window and escaping. But it was finally Madhumangal was caught hold. He was little fat guy. He was a Brahmana. He caught hold. All the gopis came, they caught hold of him and they said, so all have escaped, but you are gone. So we are going to punish you. And he was having that genuine Brahmanas will have. He caught hold of it. I'm a Brahmana. If I curse you, what will happen? Just hearing this, everybody started leaving. Are Brahmana curse is it is very this thing. So they started leaving him. Then finally, he also escaped from there. And so there's so many pastimes in this way. So many complaints was coming. Then Yashoda Mata will think, okay, why Krishna is going and stealing? There should be some reason behind this. Then she'll think, because in our house, only the maid servants are churning the butter. I'm not churning with my own hands. So Krishna is not liking this butter. So let me churn this butter. So on that day, she fed Krishna. Then she made him to sleep on the bed. And she went and started churning the butter. So when she was churning the butter, see, actually they sing the songs. Well, even the olden days, you can see when they are just removing the husk from this thing. Grains from the husk. So they will beating or whatever in that mortal. Even they used to sing and do all those things. And while churning, also all the work. This happens only when we have that consciousness. So when we are meditating more on Krishna, for example, even when we are chanting, we become more in Krishna consciousness without our consciousness. Even when we are cooking, also we start singing and we do this. The same way, Mother Yashoda was loving so much Krishna. She started composing many songs and she was singing because there was some music. When she was churning the butter, there was a sound. Chick, some sound comes, no, that sound. Along with that, she was having bangles in her hand, which was making the ching ching sound. So to that sound, she composed a song of Krishna and she started singing. And this disturbed the sleep of Krishna. And finally he woke up. Something my mother is doing. And he was hungry also. Once again, small kids, how many times they are fed? Every 1 hour they are giving milk will be giving to me because very quickly they get hungry. Then the first day from the bed he came down. He was not able to come down. Small Krishna, he was not able to get down. Finally, on that day, first day, he kept his foot down and he was able to come down. And from there, he came running and he caught hold of the churning rod of Yashoda. He said, milk, give me milk. And Mother Yashoda was so happy to hear this because my son is becoming so intelligent. Why? He knows very well by catching hold of the churning rod, I'm not able to churn. He has stopped my work. So rather, he should have been caught her hand or something, but directly has caught hold of the rod. So churning rod. So he has become very intelligent. So she was very happy. She started embracing him and started feeding breast milk to Krishna. Here, what happened at this time? There was some fragrance coming from the kitchen because she had kept this milk for boiling on the stove, the pot. And Acharyas explain that that milk which is on the fire is thinking, so what is our life? What is the purpose of our life? To serve Krishna, isn't it? Each and everything which has been created, it is the purpose of every particle, not only human beings, not only living entities. Everything's purpose is to serve Krishna. Jivera Swarupa Hai Krishna Nityadas. Not only Jivis, everything's completion comes only by serving Krishna. This milk is thinking, what is the purpose of my life now? Krishna has been fed by Yashoda's breast milk. Then finally, my life becomes spoiled because I'm not getting engaged in the Lord's service. So let me fall into fire. So it is coming out from the pot and it's coming. When it falls in the fire, there's some fragrance. Then Yashoda Mata is thinking, Mother Yashoda she is thinking that the milk has been wasted. Padmagandha milk, very special milk. See, my breast milk at any time I can give to Krishna. But what about that special milk? So first I have to protect that milk. So in middle, she stops feeding Krishna. She leaves him down. She runs to take that milk out from the fire. And their house was so big. They had 900 bedrooms. How many? 900 bedrooms. Then you can imagine where would be the kitchen, where should I might have been gone. And when she left Krishna and she went away, now Krishna is getting very angry on Mother Yashoda. She has not completely served me. In the middle, that milk has become more important than me now. So she is not ready to serve me. Rather, she wants the milk to be saved from this thing. That means I have to teach a lesson to Krishna. Sorry, to Yashoda. What he does. So the churning pot was there, and many pots with butter and buttermilk, everything were there. He started taking some stones and breaking all the pots. He broke all the pots. And this happens when an Acharyas explain this. Actually, this is not to Krishna, but for us to learn the lessons. So Krishna in Bhagavad Gita also says, Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsa Sangha Sanjayate Kama Kama Krodho Vijayate Krodot Bhavati Sammoha Samvat Smriti Vibramaha. Clear? When we are angry, our intelligence will not work. Have you seen in our life also? When we are angry, we start breaking many things will happen. Then finally we'll realize, what a great blunder I have done. It was a new product I broke when I was angry, isn't it? The same way, then after that we'll realize. The same way Krishna also, first he started breaking all the pots because he was angry on Mother Yashoda. Now he's realizing what might happen. Once Mother Yashoda comes and says this, what might happen? So she'll start punishing me. So I should escape from here. He starts escaping. There's so many rooms. He starts running here and there. Finally, he runs to one room. And while running, what happened? There's so much of buttermilk and butter, curd. Everything has been spilled. Just running on that. There was his foot marks where he has gone like. Meanwhile, Yashoda also felt very bad. In the middle, I have left Krishna serving. So very quickly she comes back. By the time she comes back, she's seeing the whole room is filled with this curd, butter, ghee, everything has been, all the parts have been broken. Then finally she realizes that, yes, so many days, the complaint which I was getting, it is really true. Krishna has become very notorious. He is doing such things. He should be punished for this. She takes a stick and she goes, and Krishna is not there. And finally, she sees the footmark of Krishna. So he'll be in a room. She will go inside. As soon as seeing Yashoda, he jumps. He will be standing on a mortal and feeding monkeys there. Some butter will be feeding there. Many mischievous things he'll be doing. As soon as he sees Mother Yashoda, he starts running. So they had a very big courtyard also. So you can see in this picture also. And now, what is the happiest thing? From so many days, all the women of Gokula, all the gopis used to come and complain. But Krishna was escaping from getting punished. And they were all they were loving Krishna very much. But some pastime should happen. No? So they want something to do with Krishna. And today Krishna has been getting punished. Where Yashoda Mata is going with a stick. And Krishna is running. And Mother Yashoda is chasing Krishna. Everyone very happy to see this. So everyone are dancing and enjoying this. Today somehow the other Krishna will be punished. So many days he was stealing in our house. He was not punished. And today finally he is getting punished. So everyone are helping Yashoda also to catch hold of Krishna. And Krishna will not run very fast. So he'll be running in such a speed that just by two steps, if I increase my two steps or little bit of possibility of catching hold of Krishna, if I try a little bit, it's sufficient. In that way, Krishna will be running, and Mother Yashoda also is running behind. And finally, she was little fat enough, so she got very much tired. And even this Acharyas, you should read those books. It takes hours together to explain the small, small pastimes. Acharyas in Jiva Goswami's explanation, he says that the flowers, you can see here, the flowers which has been kept on the head of Mother Yashoda was just falling on the lotus feet of her. And Acharyas explained this. The Malati flowers were thinking that the Supreme Lord, Akhilahanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka, he is running in fear of Mother Yashoda. Even the Lord of Death, Yamaraja, is scared to see Krishna. Just what I can say, it has been explained. His eyebrows, just by his eyebrow movement, even the Lord of Death, he is scared. But what to speak here? The same Lord is being scared by Yashoda Mata's small stick. That means Mother Yashoda is so great. How could I be on the top of her head? My place should be at lotus feet. So the flower falls on the foot of Yashoda. So this is how Acharyas explain. And finally, now Krishna is running, running. Then finally, Acharyas explain how could Krishna be caught hold? There's so many yogis who are doing meditation on the Supreme Lord, and in the speed of wind, they are going towards the Lord. And Lord is moving away in the speed of mind from them, where even for many yugas they are meditating, they are not able to catch hold of Krishna. How come Mother Yashoda can catch hold of him? So in this way, there's so many composition of prayers and this thing, they're glorifying Krishna as the small pastime of where Yashodamai is running and catching hold of Krishna. Finally, Krishna here was defeated by the love of Yashoda, not by the speed, by the love. That's why Krishna says it's only bhakti which can win Krishna, which can catch hold of Krishna. Bhaktya mama vijanati yavani asmi tattvataha. It's only by love. And bhakti is nothing but love. Okay, finally, Krishna says that Yashodama is getting very much tired. And somehow with her love, she wants to catch me. So let me get to her. Finally, he'll stop and Yashodama was able to. And what he does, he starts crying. He starts rubbing his eyes and starts crying. And now Yashodama is also getting scared. My son is getting very much scared by seeing the stick. At once she throws the sticks. But what happens? Somehow or the other, he has to be punished because he's becoming very naughty and there's so many complaints coming from all the gopis. He has to be punished. What to punish? Okay, let me tie him. So that this will become a punishment to him. So she takes him. There was a wooden mortar. She makes him to stand and she starts tying his stomach with that rope. They had 9 lakh cows, I said. So there may not be any scarcity for the rope. She took a big rope and started tying. When she was about to tie, 2 inches of thread or the rope became less. She was not able to tie. What is this? Okay, fine. She took another rope. She joined the rope to that rope and she started tying Krishna. Even then, there was 2 inches short. She was not able to put a knot. It is said that there was no rope in Nanda Maharaj's house. All the ropes were taken and were joined, and still it was not able to tie Krishna. Then all this pastime, who's seeing all those leelas? All the gopis are seeing. They were very happy dancing and enjoying that Krishna will be tied. But it has been missed out. Once again, Krishna is not be able to give the punishment to him. So then gopis are saying to Yashoda, Mother Yashoda, you don't worry. We will get the ropes from our house. Some or the other today, Krishna should and must be tied. So they are going to their houses, they are getting the ropes, and all the ropes have been joined and it's been given to Yashoda, Mother Yashoda. And she's still not able to tie Krishna because still another 2 inches is becoming less. And it is said that till then Krishna will not give the permission. Nothing can be done. That's why material calculations will not work. You cannot measure that his stomach is so much and so much big rope can be tied or nothing happens like this. So it was not able to tie him there. And finally, he sees the endeavor of Mother Yashoda, the desire of Mother Yashoda that some or the other she wants to tie Krishna. Seeing this, finally he gives the permission. Then it was able to tie. The Acharyas explain this 2 inches. The difference, the 2 inches that the knot was able to do is 1 inch was fulfilled by the endeavor. And the second inch is by the permission of the Lord. His mercy. Whatever in our life also we try to do, yes, definitely our endeavor should be there. Our personal endeavor should be there. But it gets accomplished only by the mercy of Lord. We cannot say that, oh, I have done this. Yes, definitely we have done. But ultimately in Bhagavad Gita also there's 5 reasons in 18th chapter Krishna says. So for any work, any completion of any work or any activity, finally it is based on the permission of the Lord. Once Krishna permits, that work gets completed. And finally he was tied. And here another pastime also comes when he was tied. So you can see in this thing also. And you can see the eyes of Krishna, how he's seeing, as if he has not stolen anything, nothing he has committed in this way. And many pastimes like this. Just this Damodar Leela, you can see so many acharyas has explained in so many ways. So Krishna reveals in one way to one devotee. So it depends. Etamam prabhadyasatam tatai bhajami. So how much you surrender to Krishna and even in which rasa you are. It's Vatsalya rasa, Madhurya rasa, or Sakya rasa, Dasya rasa, any rasa, whichever the rasa we are, Krishna reciprocates because he is Akila Rasamrita Murti. He reciprocates in all the rasas. I'll say something about this rasa also. So one more pastime also happened here, where here Krishna has been tied now. And Mother Yashoda has gone inside the house to do her household work or something like that. And meanwhile, what happened? Balaram and other friends of Krishna, they all came. They were calling Krishna, 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 come out. Let us go to play. But where Krishna can come, he has been tied. And everybody comes and sees, and Balaram is very angry seeing this. Krishna, who have tied you? He says, Mother Yashoda has tied me. Huh? How dare she is? How can she try you? Who are you? You are Lord Narayana. And how can she tie you? And who am I? I am Adishesh. I will release you from this rope, binding this rope. He comes, he starts removing this knot. He tries his level best. He was not able to remove the knot. And meanwhile, what happened? Balaram, the name itself suggests Bala. Bala means powerful strength. And Balaram's strength, this is a pastime where Shamba kidnaps Lakshmana. So then it was Balaram. This battle or the war, he goes to the Hastinapur and he says to Duryodhana, so give your daughter to Shamba. Then he will not agree. Finally, it's a big pastime. So how he presents his anger, he takes his plow, he just drags the whole Hastinapura into Yamuna River. That was the power of Balaram. And now he's not able to remove this knot. And meanwhile, this Yashoda, Mother Yashoda is hearing everything from inside. She takes once again the stick and she comes out. Nobody gets any place anywhere else. Lord Narayana, Adishesha, everyone are coming to my house. Come, let's see who's Narayana and Adishesha. With the stick, she comes. At once, seeing Mother Yashoda, Balaram, and all the friends, they start leaving from there. They'll run from there. And she says to Krishna, today nobody is there to save you. You will be binded completely for the whole day. You will be standing here. And she'll say this and she'll go once again inside. Then Krishna realizes one thing here. Not realizes. It's the only thing when something we face in our life, we experience it. Sometimes when I say about Srila Prabhupada also, at the age of 70, he went to America. We'll say, oh, such a great person at the age of 70. But we may not be able to realize that. Till then, we don't come to the age of 70. Till then, we don't come to age of 70, we may not be able to realize what will be the bodily condition. Even sitting, standing, everything is difficult. You can see at the age of something at 65, 70, people get complete rest. Because at that time, even the intelligence will not work. Yeah, I have seen many old people who, for small walk, something they'll go out, they'll not come back out to the house, stating that they forgot the route, the way how to come back to house. It is something like they'll forget everything at the age of 70 or 80, something like that. But at that age, Srila Prabhupada had gone to America and made this 108 temples of ISKCON. So in that way, here Krishna has been binded. And now another pastime happens, that is the deliverance of Yamala Arjuna trees. There were two huge trees in Nanda Maharaj's courtyard. That was Yamala Arjuna, two trees. And they were sons of Kubera. No, Kubera? Kubera is a treasurer of all the devatas. So they were being cursed by Narada Muni. Just I'll shorten this pastime. So why this curse? Because see, Vaishnavas, whether they bless or curse, everything is blessing. And Narada Muni is greatest of all the Vaishnavas. So why will he curse? But sometimes we are very much immersed in this into this material thing. No? So just to protect us from that, you can see many devotees, they come out on the streets distributing Bhagavad Gita or sometimes doing Naga Sankirtan, doing the Kirtan so that all the conditioned souls might hear the holy name of the Lord and they get purified. It is by the compassion they come out. Or are they getting anything like that? For example, even I think yesterday, I don't know, I did not get the report. Chandrasekhar Prabhu, Anil Prabhu, many devotees had gone and they were doing a promotion of the next batch for November 6th. And they also were doing this Nagar Sankirtan and everything. Are they getting anything from this? No. Only the compassion. Only the compassion on the conditioned souls. Just an ordinary people, we have so much of compassion on others. Then what to speak of great Vaishnavas like Narada Muni? Isn't it? Yes. So there was a pastime here where once I can say, Manigriva and Nalakuvara, they were the sons of Kubera. They were playing with many girls. See, rich people's sons, how they be. So they were intoxicated and they were playing this jalakrida in a water, in a pond. And they were all nakedly dancing there and playing all this thing was happening. And meanwhile, Narada Muni entered that place. As soon as Narada Muni entered, all the ladies, they started running here and there and hiding themselves behind the trees, covering their body with the leaves and many things like this. But these two people, Manigriva and Nalakuvara, they were so much intoxicated. They were completely out of their bodily consciousness. They stood completely naked in front of Lord Narada Muni. Seeing this, Narada Muni got angry. Rather than angry, got more compassion. He cursed them that you are unqualified to be in this, what I can say, human form, because you are all shameless. So there is no need of any clothes to you. So it's better you both be as trees. You stand as trees so that trees don't need clothes. And when Narada Muni cursed in this way, They realized, they came to their consciousness at once. They fell at the lotus feet of Narada Muni and started, please pardon us. We have made a great mistake by offending you. Actually, in our life, not even for a moment, we should be naked, even while bathing also. Actually, it is an insult to Mother Ganga also while bathing with being naked. With some cloth. You can see in Brahminical, this now everybody are Shudras. In the Brahminical, this thing also you can see. With some cloth, the private part shouldn't be, even while bathing in the river, even Karthika and Vrata, where Gopi Kastris were doing that. They were also completely naked. Many things comes here. Krishna was giving a what you can say message to everyone. So it becomes an insult to Mother Ganga also, or the Mother River, whichever the river or the water. So in this way, there is a lesson here also. So whoever be naked in their life, the next life will be as a tree. Like this fashion or the people who are doing in this film industry, they want to show their body much. The next life will be like trees. And finally, he was cursed. And finally, after asking request, then finally, Narada Muni says, okay, I'll see that you will be trees in Nanda Maharaj's courtyard. And the Supreme Lord Krishna will deliver you from that. And now Krishna is remembering the words of Narada Muni. Finally, realizes he sees these two huge trees which are in the courtyard, and he just drags this wooden mortar which he was tied. From there, he drags and he goes in between the two trees and just he pulls the two trees down. And from that trees to divine, you can see this form, godly form. They came out, that is Manigriva and Nalakura. They gave their obeisances and they had, it's a huge prayers where they are glorifying the Supreme Lord. How fortunate are we that we are blessed by you. Many yogis and many people take millions of lifetime just to have your darshan or your mercy. But how fortunate are we? We have been cursed by great Vaishnava Narada Muni, and now we are so fortunate that we can have your darshan and we are delivered by you. So they were very happily glorifying the Lord. And Krishna says, why will I save you? Who are you? How are you related to me? No way. This is a many thing message that we get here. So how are we related to Krishna? We get related to Krishna only through the spiritual master. Then Krishna says, I want to fulfill the words of my devotee Narada. He said that you will be delivered by the Supreme Lord Krishna. Only for that reason, I'm delivering you. So this is how even Dhruva Maharaj's pastime also you can see where Dhruva goes and meditates. And it was Narada Muni goes to the Supreme Lord and recommends, I am a spiritual master. Please, you mercy. Then finally Lord comes. So without serving the spiritual master also, we cannot reach or cannot please the Supreme Lord. Okay. Okay. Then now, what is the age of Krishna now? He's so small. How could he drag such a huge this thing trees? Material thing cannot understand. He just pulled this, and two trees fell, and there was a huge sound. And everybody comes out. What something has fallen, something has happened. Everybody sees, and finally, these two trees have been fallen, and Krishna is in the middle of the two trees. And then Nanda Maharaj, he sees it at once. He rushes towards Krishna, and he just takes Krishna from that wooden mortar and just opens the knot and he takes away and he says, Krishna, what is this? Who has tied you? He says, cryingly, he'll say, Mother Yashoda has tied me. But how come these trees have been formed? And everybody, even before this also, when Krishna killed Putana and when the cart demon, the Shaktasura, the cart was broken and many things happened. Everybody thinks that Lord Narayana is protecting Krishna. It's actually is the source of Narayana also. But everybody were thinking that Lord Narayana is directly protecting Krishna because Krishna is very much blessed. He is very, I can say, very dear to Narayana or something like that. He is protecting in all the cases. And here also see such huge trees have been fallen. At the time, both the trees, but how come Krishna has been saved? And many kids were playing. They will come and say that, Nanda Maharaj, no, 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 it was Krishna who pulled this trees down. But nobody is ready to believe. How come? He's been binded by the rope. He's not able to remove the knot also now. How could he can pull this trees? Nobody were able to believe that. But finally, and Acharyas explain here, Balaram tried to open the knot. He was not able to do that. But Nanda Maharaj was here, very easily opened the knot and he took Krishna. How is that possible? Because Balaram is in Sakyaras. Sakyaras cannot be, sorry, Vatsalyaras is, Yashoda mother had tied with this Vatsalyaras. And in the Sakyarasa, Balaram was not able to remove it. But Nanda Maharaj is also in Vatsalyaras. So he was able to remove the knot of Krishna. So this way Acharyas explain. This way there are many, many pastimes, and finally Krishna complains that, see, this is how Mother Yashoda is punishing me when you're not there in the house. Always she punishes me. You have to go and punish her. In this way, many sweet pastimes in the Krishna Leela also. But in Bhagavatam, we may not be able to find everything. Because see, in one day of pastime of Krishna needs one Bhagavatam. There's so many pastimes, and how much Sukadeva Goswami can say. Only how much Parikshit Maharaj is asking the questions, only so much has been revealed there. But actual real pastimes comes from the heart of the great devotees. So the more you serve lovingly, some pastimes reveal to us, not in now this level, then go to the Bhava level, somewhere in that way, or at least Asakti, Nishtha in some level. It is said there's 9 levels. Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti. This is the 4th one, Anartha Nivritti. Then Nishtha, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava, Prema. Clear? After complete Anartha Nivritti, when we get somewhere at Nishtha or Asakti or Bhava, Prema, then we get many things revealed in our heart which is not in any scriptures. Nowhere you can find in the scriptures, but you will be able to realize the pastimes of Krishna, the Supreme Lord. In this way, many acharyas give many, many commentaries on this based on their realizations. So there are so many pastimes of Krishna which happened in this Kartik month. And the time may not permit, but I have a huge, what I can say, big PPT, what all happened in this, just to my minute, limited knowledge or this thing. How many pastimes were there? Just those many PPTs I made. But even then, the past time also may not allow me to do completely all the pastimes, but still, let me try. And this Gopastami. Gopastami also happened in this Kartik month. Gopastami, it is at the age of completion of 5 years of Krishna. Gopastami is a day where Krishna starts earning this cows, grazing cows. Before that, they give the calves. There were 9 lakh calves, And Krishna, at the small age, he used to take graze these calves also. Why calves is very easy? Means they'll not go very internal to the forest. They'll be outside where there's a Govardhan hill, and below the hill, this calves have been allowed, and Krishna will be there, and once again he'll come back. That's it. But Gopastami, after 5 years, that means they've grown up. Now they can herd even the cows. So now he was 5 years, and he says to Mother Yashoda, from tomorrow I'm going to take the cows for grazing because now I'm grown up. So from Bhalya to Pauganda is going. He's going to the Pauganda, so he's able to take cows. Then this small pastime happens here. Mother Yashoda, what she is doing, she is preparing shoes, special shoes to Krishna. At once Krishna, he comes and he asks Mother Yashoda, what are you doing here? I'm making these shoes for you because from tomorrow you're going within the forest. There's so many stones and thorns where it will hurt your feet. It is so soft, so it will be hurting you. Then Krishna says, how many shoes are you making? 1 pair. And he says, no, you have to make 9 lakh pairs, that too, pair of 4. How? Why? Then he says, because cows don't wear shoes. Then how come I can wear shoes? Krishna, your legs are soft. No, even cow's legs are soft. No, what's my name? When I start grazing the cows, what is my name? She'll say Gopal. Yes, what is the meaning of Gopal? The meaning of Gopal means you're serving the cows. That means I am servant. A master is not having something. How could a servant can have? My master is without any shoes. How could I wear any shoes? So till then you don't give the shoes to the cows. I cannot wear. So he rejects the shoes. And this is happening in the night. This pastime, all the cows are hearing this, and there's tears in the eyes of cows. How dear is Krishna to us? Because we are not wearing the shoes, even Krishna is rejecting his shoes. His legs are so soft. Then how could we protect Krishna's feet now? In the night, they had a great meeting, all the cows. They went out by their feet and by their this thing horns. They started breaking all the rocks, all the things which were in the Vrindavan, the Gokul. They started breaking them, making it powder. And even today, Raman Reti is there in Vrindavan. You can go and see there. The same like as some rice flour or this flour is there. That way, so soft it is. So in this way, all the cows goes and makes it very soft. The next day, when Krishna enters, he takes this cows. He was not all the land wherever he's keeping his lotus feet. It was so soft because all the cows had made all the stones as powder. So this pastime happened in Gopastamini. And this is also in the month of Karthik. Okay. And the next, the installation of Damodar, Radha Damodar. This is very special deities. This is in Vrindavan. You can see there's so many deities here. So once again, I should get some details, I think. Okay. So this see one Acharya worshipped one deities. Like for example, Radha Madan Mohan. Radha Madan Mohan was worshipped by Sanatan Goswami. Radha Govindji was worshipped by Rup Goswami. And this way, many deities were worshipped by many acharyas. And this special deity, and what is the special of this deity? This is the only deity which was worshipped by Goswamis are in Vrindavan. Our other deities like Radha, Madan Mohan, Radha Govindji, Radha Gopinath, everything is in where Jaipur, not in Vrindavan, because when they were Mughals, I think Aurangzeb or many Mughals were attacking, they used to steal the deities or break the deities. So many devotees protected by taking it from Vrindavan, they went to Jaipur and they installed there. But this deity, Radha Damodar, rejected to leave the place. And this was a very special deity which was gifted to Jiva Goswami by Rupa Goswami. And this is a special deity. And Krishna's great grandson, Vajranab, I think, he made three deities actually. So first deity he did, and finally it was, who was she? I think Uttara. Hmm. When a deity was made of Krishna, then Uttara finally she says that, how is this deity? When Vajranabi asks, she'll say that only the face is like Krishna of that deity. Then finally he'll do another deity. Then she'll say the middle part, the chest and the stomach is something like Krishna's, real Krishna. Then finally another deity was made. And then finally she says the lotus feet is like Krishna. So all the three deities, that is Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Govindji, and Radha Gopinath. So it is main for our parampara also. It is said as Sambandha. Sambandha is by Sanatana Goswami. Sambandha, that is the relationship. So Sambandha, then Abhidaya, then it is Prayojana. Three deities. And three deities have different three forms of Krishna. But this special deity was done by Rupa Goswami. And Rupa Goswami does in such a way that all the three portions of Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Govindji, Radha Gopinath is in the same deity, that is Radha Damodar. And Radha Damodar is a special deity which was gifted to Jiva Goswami. And Jiva Goswami was very happy. And this was installed in something 1542. And when he installed, it was only Radha Damodar. There was no Radharani. See, one thing, he got the deities, he was very happy, but without Radharani. No, he was not so happy. He was waiting. How come Radharani is going to come here? And what happened? During that time, there was a fisherman who went to the sea for fishing. And during the fishing, he got two deities. He brought the deities and he came and gave to the king. And in the dream, I think, in the dream or somehow, king came to know that Jiva Goswami is not having Srimati Radharani. So he is not so much well versed. Who is Radharani? Two deities he got, that's it. He finally takes to Jiva Goswami and he says that, Jiva Goswami, you take these deities. And now it's a confusion. Two deities are there. Who is Radharani now? And in the dream, Jiva Goswami Krishna says, the bigger deity is Radharani. And the small deity is Lalita. Oh, Lalita Devi. And finally, both they can see the deities here. And not only those, and there are many deities here. So this deities were installed. And this Radha Damodar temple was something like a protected temple, where no Mughals were able to enter here. So it was completely protected area. So many deities are here. And there is Radha Madhav deities also. And Radha Madhav deities are being worshipped by Jayadev Goswami. Only Vaishnava, where all the paramparas accept him. So such a great devotee is he. Actually, Jayadev Goswami's pastime is very huge pastimes, where Radha Madhav and Jayadev Goswami were so close as some friends are there. In that way, they both were. And it is Geet Govind. Geet Govind was composed by Jayadev Goswami. And the completion of that Geet Govind was done by Lord Krishna, Jagannath. When he comes to Puri, he composes this. And finally, while composing, he gets one word, that where Krishna is serving the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani. At once he stops this. How come? How come the Supreme Lord, Krishna, can serve the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani? He stops composing there. And meanwhile, what happened? He gives this composing thing to a person, a tailor, who stitches the cloth on this, something like that it is. And finally, when this composing part comes, Jayadev Goswami stops there. He fell asleep or he just leaves the place, something happens there. And it is Lord Jagannath who comes and he says, I am brother of Jayadev Goswami. So I know the remaining portion of this song. You complete it. Finally, he composes this and the Supreme Lord, and finally it has been done. And Jayadev Goswami, at once he comes and how come? I was just thinking whether to write this or not to complete, but how you have done? No, your elder brother, somebody came and he has said this. And finally I understand it is the Supreme Lord. He was hesitating to do that, but Krishna confirmed that what was revealing in his heart was completely truth. There are many pastimes in such way, where Srimati Radharani is becoming angry on Krishna, she's not allowing him, and finally he goes, catches her lotus feet and starts serving. In this way, many pastimes there is. So those deities also are here. And you can see Radha, and one more deity also is there, who was Vrindavan Chandra. Radha Vrindavan Chandra was worshipped by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Another, what I can say, personification of humility. That is the author of Chaitanya Charitamrita. When you come to read Chaitanya Charitamrita, you can experience this. There's so many sweet devotees. So he worshipped this deities, Radha, Vrindavan, Chandra. And there is another deity by name Radha, Chalachikana deities. So it is Bhugarbha Goswami worshipped these deities. Three deities are there, and Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maya is also there. And there is one special deity of Saligram of Govardhan here. You know, this Govardhan pastime is also there is of Sanatan Goswamis. Hmm. Actually, Sanatan Goswami had a vow that till then he don't circumambulate Govardhana is not going to eat anything. But this he does every day. This is like everyday tapasya or the activity of Sanatan Goswami. But when we become very old, when he became very old, he was not able to walk. Then became a great challenge for him to circumambulate Giri Govardhan. And sometimes it becomes even night. And next day morning, once again, he has to start. In this way, there was many challenges. Then it was finally Krishna in a Gopabalaka form. He just comes and he gives a stone to him. This is Giri Govardhan. You circumambulate 4 times this stone. It's equivalent circumambulating the Giri Govardhan. He says, how come this stone can be Giri Govardhan? What you need in what do you have in Giri Govardhan? He says, Krishna's lotus feet are in Giri Govardhan. And Krishna shows that. See on this stone. He sees the footprints of Krishna emerges in that stone. Oh. Then there is flute of Krishna. Then the flute comes there. And so many things. What all he was desiring in Govardhan, everything the prints you can see on the stone. And it is Giri Govardhan Saligram. Even that stone you can see in this temple. But when we have very close this thing, then only you can go and see everything. Otherwise, from far, how much you can see. And not only that, this temple is so special. You can see all the Goswami, Sarupa Goswami, others, Samadhi is also here. And even our dear Srila Prabhupada's Bhajan Kutir is here. It was here where he started his beginning of his spiritual composition of Srimad Bhagavatam, translation, all those things. And it is said in the past, Prabhupada Leelamrita also you can see, in the early mornings, there have been many recordings where early morning there were many sweepers who were coming and sweeping this place. They used to hear some crying sound. And that crying was Srila Prabhupada's. He used to cry to Sanatana Goswami and Rupa Goswami, please empower me so that I can translate this books. And he was, see, that is the compassion of the great acharyas. They want to take this knowledge down to everyone, to all the conditioned souls it has to reach. And there it is said, Rupa Goswami personally came and empowered Srila Prabhupada. From then he started preaching more and more. So many things in this temple. So this also happened in this month of Karthik. So it was installed in this Karthik month. Okay. And many other pastimes like Giri Govardhan. Sometimes time might come another week. You can elaborately see this. Or I may not be there, then Sindhu Mataji will do, I think. You can see that you can hear this pastimes of Giri Govardhan also, where Lord Indra was angry because his worship was stopped. Then finally started pouring the, what I can say, devastating rain of Samvartaka clouds he sent, and he started pouring the rain. And drops of rain was something like the, what I can say, elephant's footprint, how much it will be, so much drops were there. And it was Krishna. Everybody, it's a big story. Sometimes it will come. And then all the Rajavasis, they were so much dependent on Krishna. They came and asked, Krishna, can you please help me? Help us all from this. Because it was because of your words, we stopped worshipping Indra. Then Krishna said, yes, he is doing his duty. His duty is to send the rain. But there's no need to worship him. Rather, you should worship Govardhan. Something in many past times it made. He made everyone to worship Govardhan. And he said, Govardhan will help you, not me. And he finally started lifting this Govardhan with his left hand, left small finger for 7 days and 7 nights. Then finally Indra realizes that it was a great mistake or a blunder which I have done in my life, that I have offended the Supreme Lord. Finally comes behind a Surabhi cow, and he asks forgiveness and apology to Krishna, and uh, he does Abhishekam to the lotus feet of Krishna. That Kunda also is there in this thing where Vrindavan, you can see that. So all these pastimes all happen in Kartik month. So meanwhile, you'll get this festival also, Govardhan festival also, and the Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva Maharaj also got the boon or the blessings from the Lord in this month, that is Kartik month. I hope you all know the story of Dhruva Maharaj. At the age of 5, he left the kingdom because his father, Uttanapad, and mother Suruchi, mother was Suniti, actually tried to climb the, what I can say, Hasan, or sit on the his father's lap, and she rejected, because you're not my son, you're the son of Suniti, because he had two wives. The Suruchi rejected him from them, and he became very angry. Finally, Suniti gave the, what I can say, suggestion that only Lord can protect you. Then he went, where will be the Lord? He asked. She said, I think many yogis and many, they go to the forest. Oh, that means Lord is in the forest. He enters the forest, and it is Narada Muni who blesses him by giving a divine mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. It was given to Dhruva. He chants this mantra based on the instructions of Narada Muni. Just in 6 months, he pleases Lord. See, in 6 months, we cannot please the Lord. But it was Narada Muni, he went to Vaikuntha, and he recommended that my small disciple, because Dhruva Maharaj is waiting for you. Then it was Lord who came, can see, is catching the conch, keeping on the head of Dhruva. So all the Vedas were revealed to him. Then he was able to glorify the Lord. Then he gave his own abode. They said many pastimes, no time. In this month, Krishna will be so pleased, he can give anything to you. He will give himself. He gave his own abode to Dhruva Maharaj, because this month, Kartik month, he was so pleased by the meditation of the prayers of Dhruva Maharaj. There is no end, or there is no stoppage for giving boons for Krishna in this month. He's so pleased. You ask for anything, he'll give it. So that great is this month of Kartik. And in this month only, Lord Ramachandra, when he comes back to Ayodhya. And there's no time to say about Lord Ramachandra. How, and this is the month where you get Deepavali, you know. So Deepavali actually we lamp lights, you know. Why is that? Because Ayodhya Vasis, that was a day after 14 years they were lighting the lamp. 14 years their life was in darkness. Without Lord Ramachandra, our life is in darkness. So they were not lighting the lamp also. They were so happy to see Lord Ramachandra is returning today. That is the day they started lamping and decorating the whole Ayodhya and welcoming Lord Ramachandra. That's why we celebrate this Deepavali by lighting the lamps. Just imagine how the Ayodhya, we say Ramarajya, it will not just become Ramarajya without any our love towards the Lord. They had so much love and service to the Lord. So it was Ramarajya. Even death, forget about death, even old age will never enter Ayodhya without the permission of that person. For example, me, I am in Ayodhya, and old age will ask my permission. You are getting old. Can I enter your life? When he says, okay, then the old age enters. And the death enters only by the permission of that living. Just you can imagine how Ramarajya might be. We just say Ramarajya is something prosperous, very flourishing, this thing. No. Even the nature, 33 crore devatas, they take care of this nature, everything. Even they were the servants of the people who were in Ayodhya. Oh, that is Ramarajya. Clear, many things to say. And this is the month where Tulsi Saligram Vivaha happens. So I have on Tulsi Mahatmya also, I have given a class like, so where Tulsi Saligram marriage happens. Saligram, it is Vishnu, and where it is married to Tulsi Maharani. Okay. Then this Rasa Leela, Rasalila also happened in this Kartik month. And Rasalila, it's many things to say, but let us skip. There were 3 crore gopis who are dancing in this Rasalila. And Krishna expanded himself to one gopi. With each and every gopi, he was dancing. And please don't ever try to understand in our material things or something like nowadays dance. Like you can see her is a small kid there. This was at the age of something 8 or 9, something like that, I think. In this age, this Rasalila happened, and this also happened in this Kartik month. And one night of this Kartik month was the month night of Lord Brahma. It is 1,000 Divya Yugas. That is one kalpa. It was so huge. So many things. When we are devotees of the Lord, anything can happen. And gopis, we can imitate or even imagine like gopis, we can never be. And this was spontaneous. See, for example, we have a plan now. 6 o'clock, there's a class. We have to get ready to this, or something like that, no? But for gopis, nothing like that. As soon as they heard the flute of Krishna, they became so much immersed in. Many had eyebrows in their hand. Rather than keeping on their eyebrow, they just forgot and kept on their lips. And many were milking the cows. They forgot the pot. Many were feeding the breast milk of the child. They forgot, just as left off. Many were half dressed. They forgot. And half dressed, they just went to Krishna. This is how Rasalila happened. Not that it was a planning or anything, just hearing the flute of Krishna. He was in the middle of the forest, and what I can say, he was. And Krishna is very special, There are many flutes. There in flutes also, there are so many tunes for each and every gopi. When he gives that a particular sound, calls that particular wife. Sorry, that particular gopi wife. I said because many were married also. They were married, and when they were unmarried also, they had kids and many things. They were so dear to Krishna. At once, in the middle of the night, everything they left and went to Krishna. So Slila, we are not qualified even to not to speak, even to think about it. So that is the loving status of gopis to Krishna. Okay. And this Radha Kund and Sham Kund also came in the month of Kartik when Krishna killed Haristasura. Then it was Radharani said, Arre, you made a great sin because you killed a bull. And Krishna says, Arre Baba, it was not a bull, it was a demon, Haristasura. But whatever. Even a demon, he was in the form of bull. So now it is a great sin. You cannot touch us. So what should I do now? Okay, you should get bathed in all the holy rivers of the whole world. They said, oh, that's it. I'll do it. He just pressed his toe on the land, and there was a pond created and became a Sham Kund. He just invited all the rivers, holy rivers, all the rivers came, and he took bath in that pond, and he said, now I'm purified. So you also get bath in this pond. She says, how can? Or you're a sinful person. Your sins all been given in that pond. How could I bath? I will do my own this thing pond. She started doing a next pond. Next to that Shampoo pond, she started doing another pond like with her bangles. Then actually it was finally Krishna helped. It's a big story. Then in Radha Kund also meted here. So Radha Kund is more special than Shamakund because even there was all the holy rivers were what I can say invited by Krishna to this pond, Radha Kund pond, and even Shamakund water also comes in this Radha Kund. So in this way, this also happened in this Kartik month, and Narakasura, where Krishna kills this Narakasura and he gets married to 16,100 queens of all the kings, where he kidnapped all the young ladies of all the king's daughters and he had kept there in a prison. And finally, Krishna gets married to everyone. That pastime also happened in this Kartik month only. And Bali Maharaj was sent to Sutalagraha by Vamanadev. This also happened in this month. And this, I don't think there's time much to read all those things here. So this is the scriptures where it is said Kartik month is the best and the purest, and this month is, see, Kartik Vrata lasts for 100 lifetimes. Even a little bit you do. Neha Vikramanashvasti Pratyana Vidyata Solpamapyasya Dharmasya Trayato Mahato Bhayat. And especially in this Kartik month, even one ghee lamp you show to Krishna, the result will be carried forward to 100 lifetimes. And a person who offers a lamp in temple of Lord Vishnu during the month of Kartik attains eternal wealth, good children, fame and glory. All the material desires will also be fulfilled when we observe this vrata of this Kartik month. And here you can see, O leader of the Brahmanas, one who rises from bed before sunrise during the month of Kartika and stands before Lord Damodara achieves the results of giving 1,000 cows in charity. Just at the Brahmamurta Samaya, standing in front of Lord Damodar. The Lord Damodar picture, where Yashodama is tying Krishna, that picture, just standing in front of that. Then think of showing a ghee lamp. There's so many pastimes in that. Kartik is the best of months, the most pious and pious deeds, the most purifying of all that purifying. And Lord Krishna is pleased by the offering of a single lamp during the month of Kartika. Lord Krishna glorifies anyone who lights a lamp for someone else to offer. That's why in this month, we start giving ghee lamps to many of them. Actually, we go on the streets by Nagar Sankirtan, doing some kirtans. We go to each and every house, knock the door, and take a picture of Damodar and give a lamp to them and make them to offer ghee lamp. This we do as a service because Krishna gets pleased and their life is being started. Everyone are lifeless, Till then we don't get connected to Krishna. It is devotees who make everyone life. That is by connecting them to Krishna. This is how our life starts, human life starts. Okay, then a person who in the month of Kartika passes the time in pastimes of studying the Holy Scriptures, burns away all his sins and attains the pious results of performing 10,000 yajnas. O Narada, one who discusses the Bhagavad Gita during the entire month of Kartika will never again return to this material world. See, all this is meant from the many scriptures, many Puranas, many Upanishads. It's been given, everything has been collected in one place. And here, O sage, O person, a person who in the month of Kartika regularly recites the verses of Srimad Bhagavatam attains the pious results of reciting all 18 Puranas. It is further said, O Narada, I have personally seen that a person who happily reads Bhagavad Gita during the month of Kartika does not return to the world of birth and death. O best among the twice born, it is stated that any pious activities such as the giving of grains in charity, performing fire sacrifice, undergoing penance, or chanting mantra that is executed during the month of Kartika bestows unlimited benefit. By the offering of a ghee lamp in the month of Kartika, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Hari, is pleased even if one offers a ghee lamp through someone else, the Lord awards him a very auspicious destination. Not we offering. If we help somebody, if we send this message to others and make others offer ghee lamp also, we get the results. Just as Lord Damodara is known to be very affectionate to his devotees, his favorite month, Damodara or Kartika, is also very magnanimous because even a small service rendered that month is accepted as very great. So another thing, if somebody performs even a little worship of Lord Sri Hari in this month, he offers that devotee his own abode. You can see in the pastime of Dhruva Maharaj. And it is said here, if somebody burns a lamp in the temple of Lord Sri Hari even for a short time, then whatever sins he has acquired for millions of kalpas, one kalpa is 1,000 divyugas, millions of kalpas are all destroyed. So such great is this month of Kartika. A person who for the entire month of Karthika, eats only once a day, becomes very famous, powerful, and heroic. These are all vrata. This month, you take the vrata, whatever the desires we have, whatever the incompletion we have, everything will be fulfilled, even material and spiritual. A person who happily reads the Bhagavad Gita in the month of Kartika does not read. Okay. The same things here. Kartik month is the best, the purest. Okay. Now, what should we do? Daily offer a ghee lamp to Krishna and sing the Damodar Ashtaka, meditating on the meaning. Clear? That which we sang now in the morning. I'll send a soft copy, or I'll ask Anil Prabhu to send. Every day you have to sing and show ghee lamp. Actually, it is said Sandhya Vela, that is 3 times, morning, afternoon, evening. If not possible, at least 2 times, mornings and evenings. One ghee lamp. Ghee lamp also no need to have huge. Many will be asking, Prabhuji, every day 1 spoon of ghee becomes heavy for us. Okay, no need. Take a small stick, just roll with the cotton, dip into ghee, and you can just do a aarti. That also can be done. Then one should always remember Lord Hari. Devotees should try to do more Harinam chanting, that is extra rounds or Kirtan. Then hearing and reading Srimad Bhagavatam from exalted Vaishnava. All other duties should be given up in favor of hearing the scriptures from sadhus. Actually, there's a balancing of our life, material and spiritual, but this month should be given more prominence towards the spiritual. Any other works we have, let it postpone it to the next month. But this month, more prominence to the spiritual activities. Clear? And eat only prasadam. At least try this month. No non-prasadam. Without any offering, nothing to be eaten. Just this is a vrata that we can observe in this month. Daily recite Shikshashtakam of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then read Upadeshamrita and Tulsi Maharani. She really blesses us with bhakti. So on 4 circumambulation and giving some water to her and doing arati. And this Govardhan Puja comes. On that day, we can offer 56 items to Lord and associate with devotees in this month more and more as much as possible, and observe or practice brahmacharya, that is celibacy. Then perform austerity. Anything little bit voluntarily taking a little bit austerity, that is getting up in the morning, taking bath in a cold water, something like that. See, based on your health. And while bathing like, you can do this mantra, you can chant this mantra, Gange Chemine Godavari Saraswati Narmada Sindhu Kaveri Jalasmin Sanidhim Kuru. That means you're inviting all the holy rivers. Then you're taking the bath. So in this way. And after that, after bathing, you can do Achamana. Achamana also has been given the same mantra in what I can say, Uddarni or Panchapatra, whatever. With a spoon, you get that, no? So pour the water, put some Ganga Jal into it, and chant this mantra of Gange Chemine Godavari Saraswati Narmada Sindhu Kaveri Jalasmin Sanidhim Kuru. Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu. Then 3 times you can drink the water. Keshavaya Namah, Narayana Namah, Madhavaya. Purify. And it is said in the scriptures, the purifying thing is not by bathing. Mantra Shuddhi. Mantra Shuddhi is important. Mantra Shuddhi is Achaman. By this Achaman, you get purified, then we can start serving the Lord or doing some service to the altar. If there's a list of things where you can do every day. That is Tulsi Puja, chanting Hare Krishna, then singing Guru Ashtaka, that is Samsara Dava, Narsimha Kirtan you can do, Shikshashtakam you do 10 offenses, and every day showing a ghee lamp to the Lord Damodar, and reciting Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, hearing Srila Prabhupada lectures. These are all the things where you can do in this month. That means engaging ourselves more and more in Krishna consciousness. Okay. Yes. So this is the only solution. Always chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay, let us chant now once Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Lakshmi Nrsimhadev, Gandharika Giridhari, and Mahaprabhu. ISKCON HBR layout. Now, any questions? If you have, you can ask that. Okay. Hare Krishna. Actually, I took more time, I think. Even Kannada had the same PPT, but only by 2 pastimes I closed. I said, next week I'll continue. But here I don't know whether next week I'll take a class or no. So just I wanted to complete the PPT here. Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you. So now any questions you can raise, or before that we can see some announcements from Anil. Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. In fact, very elaborate one. Given that, yeah, we often don't get to hear from you. It's good that you touched upon each of the Leela, Prabhu. So it is complete for us. Thank you for taking out time, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
And these instructions, what Prabhuji has shared, yes, so we have shared that. Part of it, I sent it yesterday, and again by evening, Lokesh Prabhu also has shared in our Krishna Seva group, dear duties. So you would have all of this, whatever Prabhu was sharing, all of this is in our Krishna Seva group. So you can go through them, and yes, so pick those which you can practice, and yes, those, if not anything, yes, the lighting the ghee lamp is very important, like Prabhuji said. And please ask your friends and relatives and your family members also to do it. And yeah, like we instructed yesterday, you can make that wick using that cotton and do it along with it.
And there's a report also. There's a link for this.
Uh-huh.
So in every day